Hello one and all, this is another one of my Minderp.com videos. Today I'm on the Minderp creative map. I'm just built this little melon farm or pumpkin farm, whichever you want it to be, which I use in my home on my world guard, which is protected land. And people quite often see it and sort of want to know how it's built and how it's so compact and everything, so I made this just to explain it to people. So I'll just go over the sizes. The minimum height is 5 high, so it's 3 blocks to actually do the building in. 1 block which has the melon or pumpkins actually growing in it, plus the seeds and all that, and then 1 block above that it needs to grow. Also, those 2 blocks is where you're going to be able to walk in, so you can then sort of have something like up here as well, just as long as you leave at least that room. Right, you can also, like I do, put stone slabs over the top of the water, which means the minimum height is then going to have to be 6. Alright, next thing, whoops, I just broke that. It's got to be 8 across, 8 wide. This is because of it's got in the middle there'll be 4 bits of dirt, which I haven't put on this side so I can show you the wiring, and then it's got some repeaters and wire running along here, and then it's the wall. It's also got to be 13 long as a minimum. Yep. This is so you can do your wall. There's some redstone wires, and that way that lever works. The water, and then it's going to be the dirt has to be 8 long. You could do it longer, you could do it shorter, it's up to you, but I found that that's the most efficient one size to do, because it allows this water to fully saturate all this tilled land. Just helps the plants a bit and just looks a bit sort of nice and neat, being 8, I reckon. Then you got your water, and if you're not expanding it out like I've sort of done there, you would put a wall here. So that's your minimum 13. If you're going to make it longer, this wall, you wouldn't worry about it, and you just put pistons down and everything, sort of like is here. Alright, now for it actually working. As you can see, there's the redstone wire running along there. It goes up there. And as you can see, I use a whole heap of repeaters as well as key pistons. And over here, I've just sort of continued on so I can show you how you can modify it all. See, because where this stone brick is where the wall would be if you weren't adding more across this way. But if you were, you would put repeaters along there and keep on going along, and you wouldn't worry about the wall. Sort of compacts a bit more, and sort of the same going along this way. As you can see, that the stone brick there is where the wall would be if you're only doing this one small section, but if you're not, you just sort of keep continuing it on from that water, just like sort of how it starts off here. Just keep putting it together. As also, you'll always want to put a repeater where the water is across from it, going out that way. Otherwise, it's going to run out of power when you get to these ones. It throws it out of sync a little bit because those levers will go up, pistons will go up, then those ones, and if you keep on going, it'll be the next and next. But if you want it compact, it's better to do this. Otherwise, you're going to be fiddling around too much trying to get all the pistons to go at the same time. Alright. So I'll just hit this, and you can see it just works like that, and then goes back down. Alright, so that's how it's designed. Now I'll just show you my one, my world guard, and this is why people say I'm a bit crazy with my melons. As you can see, this is all my melon farm. So it's got just the walls on the outside, then it goes into it and it doesn't worry about those walls in between. It just keeps going on. Because there'll be repeaters under where the seeds are. There'll then be a wire and then more repeaters, then where the plants grow. Just keeps going on and on all the way down to here. As you can see, I just, oops, silly thing. I had that in my inventory, I can't see it obviously. And there we go, just pops it all up like that. Put that down. And there we go, now you can just walk along and collect it all. Now I'll show you my pumpkin farm as well. Just because this one has the stone slabs like I said about before. See, this allows me to just keep walking along here, just picking up the pumpkins without having to jump over the water or go into it, depending on my height, depending on how high the roof is. I don't have that problem, as you can see. But yeah, because of these stone slabs, you're just going to have to make sure that there's nothing obstructing you a bit higher up. Alright, and that will be my tutorial for my melon farm and pumpkin farm. Thank you.